Imagine having a whirlwind year packed with career triumphs, creative ventures, and, amid it all, the anticipation of one of the most highly anticipated celebrity weddings in recent memory. For Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco, 2024 was just that, a year of chart-topping singles, new TV seasons, and the buzz of their engagement reverberating across the globe. But between red carpet events and late-night studio sessions, fans were left wondering, how are these two finding time to plan their wedding, and what will their big day look like? If you're anything like millions of other fans, you're hungry for every possible detail about the wedding that promises to blend Hollywood glamour with the kind of authenticity both Selena and Benny are known for. Are their famous friends really taking on roles like flower girl and ring bearer? Will the menu reflect their love of food, or surprise everyone with something totally unexpected? And just how are Selena and Benny balancing their careers, their love, and the pressures of planning a public event that everyone seems to have an opinion about? Let's dive into what's really happening behind the scenes, from the inner circle of guests to the unique menu and the couple's approach to crafting a celebration that's as joyful and down to earth as their relationship. Before their engagement, both Gomez and Blanco were riding a wave of professional achievements. Selena was fresh off the release of her much-anticipated album and busy filming new episodes of Only Murders in the Building. Benny, meanwhile, was producing some of the year's biggest hits and overseeing projects with his signature creative flair. When the world learned on December 11th, 2024, that the two were engaged, the reaction was electric. Social media exploded with congratulations, speculation, and plenty of playful suggestions for their big day. But as Benny candidly shared on the Therapist podcast in July, we're both working on so many things that we haven't even had time to get into it, but we're so excited. The couple's honesty about their packed schedules gave fans a real look at what it's like to try and plan a wedding when the entire world is watching, and when your calendars are already bursting at the seams. Benny hinted that the summer of 2025 would be their moment to finally sit down and get serious about planning. I think this summer, we're going to sit down and be like, okay, what are we doing, hon? He laughed. Now, as summer winds down, the world is eager for updates. On September 9th, Selena appeared on The Tonight Show and couldn't hide her happiness. It's wonderful, she said, her smile as genuine as ever. I'm very lucky. It's going well. For the couple, going well doesn't mean sticking to a rigid timeline or checklist. Instead, it means savoring the process, making decisions together, and letting their shared sense of humor and love of family guide the way. It's a refreshing approach in a world obsessed with perfection and spectacle, and it's exactly why fans find their journey so relatable. One of the most delightful aspects of Selena and Benny's wedding is the playful way their famous friends had declared their desire to participate. From the moment the engagement was announced, the internet was flooded with celebrity applications for jobs at the wedding. Taylor Swift, whose close friendship with Selena is legendary, called dibs on being the flower girl, a cheeky nod that sent Swifties and Selenators alike into a frenzy. Martin Short, Selena's Only Murders in the Building co-star, made his own pitch for ring bearer while on The Tonight Show, even channeling Gollum in a hilarious moment that underscored just how much fun this guest list is shaping up to be. Steve Martin, Martin's partner in comedic crime, couldn't resist suggesting that he and Short parachute in, microphones in hand, for a surprise performance. While it's unclear if Steve and Martin will actually take the skies, the very thought of such antics has fans hoping for a wedding day full of laughter and unpredictability. But the guest list isn't limited to comedians and pop icons. Ed Sheeran, longtime friend and collaborator, is reportedly invited, as are Selena's Wizards of Waverly Place co-star David Henry and reality royalty Nikki and Paris Hilton. Each guest brings their own history with the couple, promising a celebration that's as eclectic and heartfelt as Selena and Benny themselves. While many celebrities keep their weddings tightly under wraps, Selena and Benny's openness about their guest list, at least in broad strokes, has allowed fans to dream right along with them. The result is a build-up that feels less like exclusive Hollywood glitz and more like a giant family reunion. When it comes to weddings, few topics spark as much heated debate as the food. Will there be a formal sit-down dinner or a trendy buffet? Is the cake a towering confection or a simple, sentimental treat? In the case of Selena and Benny, the answer is refreshingly personal. Blanco is well known for his love of cooking, often posting behind-the-scenes kitchen snaps on social media. Selena, who has her own cooking show and a clear passion for food, is equally enthusiastic, if not quite as skilled yet. But don't expect a traditional, extravagant cake at this wedding. "I think I'd want a mini one for just us that we can freeze," Selena said in a July 2025 TikTok, making it clear that sentimentality, not spectacle, will rule the day. Her real dessert preference? Biscuits and gravy, specifically her Nana's recipe. "My preferred dessert would be biscuits and gravy. My Nana's biscuits and gravy. That sounds like dessert." This choice is more than just an unconventional twist. It's a testament to the couple's priorities. For Selena and Benny, the food isn't about impressing guests with fancy plating or the latest culinary trends. It's about comfort, nostalgia, and the joy of sharing something meaningful with the people they love. While the rest of the menu is still under wraps, it's safe to assume that Blanco's creativity and Gomez's heritage will play starring roles. Expect dishes that reflect their backgrounds, their favorite shared meals, and maybe even a few surprises. After all, this is a couple that loves to keep things interesting. Of course, every wedding has its secrets, and Selena and Benny are keeping a few key details close to the vest. The dress, for instance, is a subject of endless speculation. Will Selena opt for a classic silhouette or something bold and fashion-forward? With her recent red carpet looks, she's proven she's not afraid to take risks. Yet she also has a soft spot for romantic, timeless style. As for the music, it's hard to imagine a lineup more star-studded or eclectic. With friends like Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift, and Benny's own connections in the industry, the first dance could be an unforgettable live performance, or a carefully curated playlist full of meaning for the couple. One thing is certain: the ceremony will reflect the couple's shared values and their playful approach to life. "We want it to be fun, not stressful," Selena has said in interviews. "It should feel like us, not like a performance." In an industry where weddings often feel like high-stakes productions, this attitude is both refreshing and inspiring. For Selena, family has always been central. Her close relationship with her mother and her grandmother is well documented, and she's spoken often about the influence they've had on her life. Including Nana's biscuits and gravy in the menu is just one way she's weaving family into the fabric of her wedding day. Benny, too, is known for his deep connections with family and friends. His Instagram is peppered with goofy, heartfelt photos of his loved ones, and he's never shied away from showing how much they mean to him. For both Selena and Benny, the wedding isn't just about celebrating their own love. It's about honoring the people who supported them along the way. Their approach to wedding planning, then, is less about tradition and more about creating a day that feels authentic. No matter how elaborate or simple the final plans turn out to be, the heart of their celebration will be the people and moments that have shaped their journey together. One of the biggest challenges for any celebrity couple is finding the balance between sharing their joy with fans and maintaining some semblance of privacy. For Selena and Benny, this balancing act is especially delicate. Both are deeply grateful for their fans, but they're also aware of the pressures that come with public scrutiny. Still, their willingness to share snippets of their planning process, whether to joke about the guest list or a heartfelt confession about dessert preferences, has made the entire experience feel more accessible. Instead of shutting out the world, they've invited fans in, creating a sense of shared anticipation that goes far beyond tabloid headlines. Of course, some details remain under wraps. Security will be tight, and the exact date and location are closely guarded secrets. But by letting their personalities shine through in the details they do share, Selena and Benny have managed to make their wedding both a public celebration and a private milestone. As the wedding approaches, fans are already looking ahead. What's next for Selena and Benny after the big day? In many ways, their wedding is just one chapter in a much larger story, a story that includes music, television, philanthropy, and more. Both are fiercely dedicated to their careers, but they've also emphasized the importance of making time for each other. Whether it's cooking together in the kitchen, traveling, or simply enjoying quiet moments at home, their relationship is built on a foundation of mutual support and genuine affection. For Selena, marriage represents not just a new beginning, but a continuation of the growth and healing she's experienced over the past few years. For Benny, it's a chance to build a future with someone who shares his values and his irrepressible sense of fun. Their fans, meanwhile, can look forward to watching this next chapter unfold.